Hi, I'm Norin. Welcome to the workshop. Allow me to paint a picture for you. About 6 months ago, your better half has asked you to put up a shelf. If you're anything like me, you haven't done it. Now, let me show you two methods to put up said shelf using these hidden brackets. They're sold by Hafele in the UK. You can find them on Amazon. I'll drop a link in the description below. Let's get into it. So, as I was saying a minute ago, let me bring you around and show you the tools we're going to be using. Now, for the first method, we're using this in the workshop all the time. It involves the use of two routers, half-inch routers, with 12.7mm cutters and 30mm bushings. And this very handy little jig that we made using our CNC. We're going to need a drill, some drill bits, a hammer, a chisel, the brackets of course, screwdriver, a clamp, and most important, a shelf. And please remember, I'm not a marriage counselor, so I hope I don't get you into trouble if you need to go and buy some routers. Right, let's get set up and make some mess. Now, I may have forgot to mention, you'll also need a square, a tape measure, a spirit level for later in the process. For the sake of not making this video very long, I've already measured 125mm from either end of the shelf, square the line across, and mark the center. Now, my shelf, my mock-up measures 632mm and it's 38mm thick. I've marked the routers just to make it easier. Okay, let's make some noise. Now that we finished routing, chisel, hammer, the chisel I'm using is 20mm. It fits perfectly in the mortise left by the router. We're just going to square up the corners. I'm using a 12mm drill bit. As it happens, I'm drilling a little bit deeper than the bracket is, but that's fine. Now, I will explain later why a 13mm drill bit. Now, with this one, I'm not going to go as deep as with the 12mm. Like I said, I'll explain in a bit. Now let's check the fit. Now it's getting tighter as I push deeper. You can probably see it's not perfectly perpendicular. That's okay too. It will become apparent later. Let me try a little bit. All you have to do is just hold your drill with a drill bit, with a 12mm drill bit in the other direction. Let's check again. Easy peasy. Now, this was the first method, using the routers and the jig. Now for the second one. I'm going to be drilling and mortising for the second bracket, using this handy little drill guide that I bought from Amazon. I'm going to drop a link to this in the description. It's a self-centering drill guide. Let's see what bushing I have in. It's the 9mm one. So, let's drill a 9mm hole. Be as precise as you can, but don't worry too much about it. Okay, let's clean up the mess a bit. Use the 10mm drill bit. And go for it. Tidy up as we go. Now we're switching to the 12mm drill bit. So as you can see, the 12mm drill bit is a little bit too tight. 13mm drill bit. Don't drill all the way down. Check as you go. It's getting tighter. We can go a little bit deeper. Okay, that's the danger. It just pulled me right through. We're still good. We can go just a little bit deeper. Okay. That looks good. Let's just draw a line around the rectangular part of the bracket. If we need to go a little bit deeper with the hole, after we drop the bracket in, we're going to do that. Just for the sake of my OCD. We're just going to copy what we did for the other bracket. $90 in from the end, perfect. 160. Just remember, no one will ever see these holes. Now we're going to pop a mark on the chisel, just to roughly see how deep we need to go. We're just going to copy. I'm just going to copy from the other mortise. Take your hammer, have at it. Stay away from the lines a little bit. Again, stay away from the line. Almost there. Drop the chisel on the line. Use the chisel bevel down. It will help you to not go too deep. Okay, let's see where we are. Okay, seems like we need to drill a little bit deeper. Okay, it feels a little bit too tight for me. Oops, there we go. So, switch the drill bit. Let's go a little bit deeper. Check the fit again. Still a little bit tight. There we go. It's in. It sits under the back of the shelf. That's okay. Use the screwdriver, pop it out. Let me show you how my mortise looks. This is our mock-up hole here. The outer two lines represent the outside of the shelf, 632 millimeters. Now, easiest thing to do is get your shelf, measure from the outside of the shelf to the center of the first hole, either side. As you can probably see, this bracket doesn't sit perfectly level, perfectly flush, perpendicular. That's okay. I will show you a nifty little trick in a minute. Okay, 98 mil in, drop a mark. Same on the other side. This line here represents the center of the shelf. Take the brackets out and mark the center of the other hole. There's one, there's the other one. Now, I'm not here to tell you what anchors to use for your wall. I'm just going to be using screws for the purpose of this demo. Now let's try and fit the shelf. But I'll be honest, this is a first for me. Now it seems like the shelf is tilting forward a bit. That's okay. We're going to adjust the bracket. We're going to use a spanner, bring the brackets slightly higher than perfectly level. Take your spanner, Tighten up the brackets a bit. That will bring them up from level. Check again. Let me show you what can happen. Yeah, I hope you can see this. The shelf itself doesn't stay tied to the wall. That's okay. Now, here comes a handy little tip for you. Pop the shelf out, take a hammer, gently tap the brackets away from each other or towards each other, depending on what we need. Plays silly games. A few more taps. And there we go. Nice and tight, all the way across. Okay, that's it from me this week. I hope you found it useful and entertaining. If you like what I do here, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps a lot. See you next week. Bye for now.